Hello students, in this today's class that will be the lecture number 5 of the solid state. We are going to discuss regarding the density of a cubic unit cell with the help of a edge length of the unit cell. With the help of a edge length of a unit cell, now we are going to calculating the density of a unit cell. With the help of a edge length from the experiment of X-ray diffraction studies and also the number of particles that present in the per unit cell. With the help of these two informations, we can find the density of a unit cell. Now here, let's suppose consider a cubic unit cell of elementary system. That means the constituent particle will be here only element. Okay. In cubic crystal of a elementary system, let's suppose consider Z will be the number of particles, that is the number of atoms. Here particle in the sense atom, because we are treating only elementary crystal. So the number of atoms per unit cell will be, let's suppose Z, and the atomic mass of that element will be m, and the edge length of the unit cell, let's suppose a centimeter. Then what will be the volume of a unit cell? That will be a into a, that will be a cube centimeter cube. Okay. Now what will be the Avogadro constant value? Na 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Let's suppose the mass corresponding to one atom will be molar mass divided by Avogadro number, because we know for Avogadro number of particles the constituent molar mass will be capital M. Okay. Let's suppose I am taking the one constituent particle for one atom. What will be the mass of one atom? Total molar mass divided by Avogadro number. Yes or no? This is corresponding to mass of the one atom. Suppose if the one atom mass will be molar mass divided by Avogadro number. So how many atoms will be present in the one unit cell? Let's suppose Z atoms. Come to the Z atoms. How much of the mass will be corresponding to Z atoms? Z into molar mass divided by Avogadro constant. This is the mass of the Z atoms. Okay. So this is the mass corresponding to Z atoms. Z into molar mass divided by Avogadro constant. What is the formula to calculate the density of a unit cell? Density nothing but mass upon volume. Here mass of unit cell upon mass of volume of the unit cell. What is the mass of a unit cell? Just now we calculated Z into M upon Avogadro constant whole divided by what will be the volume of a unit cell? Here volume of a unit cell will be a cube. So that's why I am writing the a cube. So overall the density of a unit cell will be equal to Z into M divided by Avogadro constant into volume of the unit cell. Now the important here, units of the density. Do you know the SI unit for density will be kg per meter cube, whereas the CGS unit for density will be gram per centimeter cube. Remember, if we consider the density in the CGS units, the edge length must be in centimeters, and the molar mass of the unit cell, that will be the element, will be gram per mole. Okay. Now one more important thing, the unit conversions. Here that is very important. Here the unit conversion, we know 1 angstrom unit value will be equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meters, 10 to the power minus 10 meters, otherwise 10 to the power minus 8 centimeters. Similarly, 1 nanometer will be 10 raised to minus 9 meters, otherwise 10 raised to minus 7 centimeters. And also 1 picometer 10 to the power minus 12 meters, otherwise 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter. Whatever the edge length of a unit cell, that will be given in the angstrom, nanometers or picometer, we should convert into the centimeter regarding the calculation of density in gram per centimeter cube. Okay. Now Here the important thing is the above equation is only if you consider there are total 5 parameters. What are the 5 parameters here? Number 1, density. Number 2, number of atoms per unit cell. Number 3, molar mass of the element. Number 4, Avogadro constant. And number 5, edge length of the unit cell. Out of the 5 variables, if any 4 variables are known, with the help of that we can calculate the 5th variable. Yes, this is very important. Are you getting my point? Now here what is the z? Z is corresponding to, z will be corresponding to number of atoms per unit cell, number of atoms present in one unit cell. So here there are different types of unit cells. We know number 1, simple cubic unit cell, where the number of atoms per unit cell we have to consider 1, because there are 8 corners and the contribution of each corner will be 1 by 8. That's why we are taking the 1 atom per unit cell of a simple cubic system. Whatever the body centered cubic system, there are 8 corners, so 8 into 1 by 8, that is the contribution, plus 1 atom will be present at the body center, so 1 into 1, so total there are 2 particles per unit cell of the BCC unit cell. And come to the FCC, face centered cubic system, otherwise it is also known as a cubic close packing. What is the CCP? Cubic close packing. So there are 8 corners, so 8 into contribution 1 by 8. Apart from that, there are 1 face center particle at each face. So there are 6 faces, into contribution will be 1 by 2. So there will be total 4 particles per unit cell of FCC. And one more important unit cell which we are going to discuss here, the hexagonal close packing. What is the meaning of hexagonal close packing? So in the next classes we will discuss the close packing in the crystalline solids. So this is hexagonal close packing. Simply we can represent it as a HCP. Okay. Now in SCP unit cell, if you observe, there are here, this is a one hexagon here, okay, and this is the next hexagon. Okay, in a hexagon there are total how many corners will be there? Here there are 6 corners in the above hexagon and 6 corners. If you see the hexagon, there are 6 corners, so total this is a 1 unit cell. Okay, now there are each 1 particle will be present at the corner of a hexagon. So total 6 plus 6, 12 corners here there, and there is a 1 face center, okay, above and below. And apart from that, there are 3 particles that are laying in the inside the body. Inside the hexagon there are 3 particles will be present. Yes or no? So to calculate the Z, that is the number of atoms per unit cell, here we have 1 by 6 contribution of corner. We are not considering the 1 by 8. In case of a cubic system, we have to consider the 8 corners, but in case of a hexagon, we have to consider only 6 corners. So each corner contribution will be taken as a 1 by 6 into number of corner atoms. Plus there is a face center. We know the contribution of a face center will be 1 by 2 multiplied by the number of face centered atoms, plus 1 into number of body atoms. Here there are 3 atoms will be present inside the body. Okay, so 1 by 6 into number of corners will be 12, plus 1 by 2 into number of face center will be 2, plus 1 into number of body atoms will be 3. So total value that will be Z is equal to 6. So we have to remember the Z value. Once again I am repeating, for the simple cube the Z value 1, for the BCC Z value 2, for the FCC or CCP Z value 4, for the hexagonal close packing in the 3-dimensional we have to consider the Z value 6. Okay, now second case, suppose if the crystal is made by constituent particles, nothing but cation and anion, that means ionic crystal. If we consider the ionic crystal, in ionic crystal only oppositely charged ions will be present. Okay, in that situation the density calculation formula will be as usual except the Z value. Here the Z value corresponding to number of formula units present in the 1 unit cell. Number of formula units present in the 1 unit cell, and M molar mass corresponding to the formula mass. Okay, this is very important regarding the ionic compounds unit cell density. Okay, Let's suppose we have the sodium chloride ionic crystal. Here we have to consider the Z value 4. Okay, in case of cesium chloride crystal, we have to consider the Z value 1. That means in one NaCl units there are 4 formula units. There are how many formula units of one unit cell? 4 formula units in one unit cell of sodium chloride. Okay, and also in the cesium chloride ionic crystal, one formula units, only one formula units in one unit cell of cesium chloride. Okay, how to calculate the number of formula units? You see here. Now in this diagram, this is the NaCl sodium chloride. Already in the previous class I explained the structure of sodium chloride in the coordination number. Okay, now in the sodium chloride unit cell, first of all the Cl minus will form the cubic close packing CCP or FCC. What is the meaning of this one? That means 8 corners and 6 face center the Cl minus ion will be occupy. So there are total 14 Na positive, total 14 Cl negative ions will be located in the one unit cell of NaCl. You see there are total 8 corners. So at 8 corners 8 Cl minus ions will be present, and also 6 face centers. At each face center there is a one more chloride ion will be present. So total 8 plus 6 14 Cl minus ions will be present. This type of arrangement is called cubic close packing or face center cubic crystal. Okay, apart from that, the sodium ions will be located at the body center. You see this is the center of the body. There is a one sodium ion is located, and at each edge center there is a one more sodium constituent particle will be present. Yes or no? So there are total how many edges here? 12 edges we have. So 12 into 1, 12 sodium ions and 1 sodium ion at the body center. So total 13 sodium ions will be present and 14 Cl minus ions will be present per unit cell of NaCl. Okay, now we have to calculate the empirical formula. You see the chloride ions will be present at the corners, so 8 into 1 by 8, and face center 6 into 1 by 2. So the total 4 Cl minus ions per unit cell. And similarly sodium ions at one body center 1 into 1 and 12 edges 12 into contribution of the edge 1 by 4. So there are 4 sodium ions. Overall Na4Cl4. This is the per unit cell. If you see the simplest ratio 1:1, that will be NaCl. That means in one NaCl there are how many formula units will be present? 4 formula units will be present. That's why we have to take the Z value here 4. Yes or no? And come to the cesium chloride. In cesium chloride structure, this will be nothing but the body centered cubic structure. In this body centered cubic structure, here also there are 8 corners. At 8 corners there will be 8 Cl minus ions. Okay, and one body center, where at the body center the cesium ion will be located. This is very important. Okay, and the next important thing is the number of formula units per unit cell. Here cesium ions will be at the body center and contribution will be 1. So 1 into 1, 1. And what about the chloride ions? They are located at 8 corners and contribution will be 1 by 8. So overall 1. So there is a 1:1 ratio of cesium and chlorine. That means here the number of formula units will be 1 per unit cell. Here the number of formula units 4 per unit cell. Are you getting my point? And one more important one. Here we have to see the edge length. Now in case of a cesium chloride, if you see only the body centered and the corner atoms will be in contact with each other. Okay, corner atoms do not touch directly, but these two corner, that means the corners will be always touches with the body center atom. So we know the body diagonal length will be root 3a, which is equal to the radii of the chloride ions. So the chloride ions will be at corner atoms, plus body centered cesium will be there. So here the cesium completely cesium will be considered diameter. So 2 cesium, radius of the cesium. Okay. So overall root 3a will be equal to 2 times of the radius of chloride ion plus radius of cesium ion. Okay. So here what will be the edge length in the body centered cubic unit cell of a ionic system? Edge length A will be equal to 2 by root 3 times of the radius of a cation plus radius of a anion. This is very important. Whenever we are calculating the edge length, suppose if the radius of cation anion is given, so what will be the edge length in the body centered ionic crystal? A is equal to 2 by root 3 Rc plus Ra. So this is the edge length of a ionic system of body centered cubic. And what about the face center? That means the sodium chloride. In sodium chloride, if you see, two corners will be chloride ions and between them there is a sodium ion. So here the edge length will be equal to 2 into here radius of cation plus radius of anion. So 2 into radius of cation plus radius of anion will be the edge length, which is regarding the face centered FCC unit cell of ionic crystal, and edge length A is equal to 2 by root 3 times of Rc plus Ra. This is corresponding to body centered ionic unit cell. Okay. Now come to so here formula units. What will be the Z? Number of formula units per unit cell of NaCl, that is 4. Number of formula units per unit cell of cesium chloride will be 1. Okay. Now come to the ionic compounds. There will be positive and negative charge ions, A positive, B negative, let's suppose NaCl like structure. Now just now I told you in NaCl like structure the edge length will be equal to 2 into the radius of sodium ion plus radius of chloride ion. This is very important concept. In the question, radius of cation will be mentioned and radius of anion will be mentioned. Sum of the radius of cation and anion multiplied by 2, you will get the edge length of the unit cell. Okay. Suppose ionic crystal having the BCC structure like cesium chloride, just now I told you what will be the edge length? A is equal to 2 by root 3 times of the sum of the radii of cation and anion. So these two formulae very important regarding the edge length of a ionic unit cells possessing the FCC or CCP geometry and also BCC geometry. Okay. Now here there are some questions regarding the calculation of a density of a unit cell. Question number 40 here. Calculate the density of a diamond from the fact that it has a face centered cubic structure with 2 atoms per lattice point, and a unit cell of a edge length will be given as a, how much given is here? 3.569 angstroms. First of all, what will be the FCC unit cell? Number of atoms per unit cell, that will be equal to 4. Okay. But here you see in the question there are 2 atoms per lattice point. There are total how many lattice points here? We have 4 lattice point. But in case of diamond, the given question here, if you see, in case of a diamond there will be 2 atom per lattice point. That means here we have to consider the 2 times of the 4, that will be the 8. That means here each lattice point consider as a 2 atoms. That means if you want to calculate the Z value, actually Z value equal to 8 into 1 by 8. Okay. So we have to consider 2 atoms per lattice point, plus here there are 6 faces, contribution will be 1 by 2. So we have to consider the 2 atoms per lattice point. So overall you will get the Z value here how much? 8. Are you getting my point? Z value you will get how much? 8. Now come to the, what will be the edge length is given? 3.569 angstroms. Do you know angstrom value in terms of centimeter? Yes, 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. So we have to cubing on both sides. So a cube will be equal to 3.569 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter whole cube. Yes or no? So you will get this value 45.461 into 10 to the power minus 24 centimeter cube. Okay. Now what is the density formula? Density value equal to Z into molar mass divided by Avogadro constant into volume of the unit cell. Volume of the what? Unit cell. Okay. Now here density value, Z value we have to take the 8. Do you know what is the molar mass of a carbon? That will be 12, because carbon, the diamond will be the crystalline form of carbon. Okay. Here atomic mass of carbon will be 12 grams per mole. Divided by Avogadro constant, I am using 6 into 10 raised to 23 instead of 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 into what will be the AQ value here, that is the volume of the unit cell here, that will be 45.461 into 10 raised to minus 24. So overall I will get the density in terms of gram per centimeter cube, which will be equal to 3.51 gram per cubic centimeter or centimeter cube. Yes or no? This is the SI unit for density. Next question number here 41. Sodium has a BCC structure. Do you know for BCC structure what will be the Z value 2? How? There are 8 corners, so 8 into contribution 1 by 8 plus there are one body center atom, that will be 1, and contribution will be 100%. So that's why the Z value here 1 plus 1 here how much? 2. Okay. Now come to the nearest neighboring distance. In the last class we explained the nearest neighboring distance in the BCC. For BCC, nearest neighboring distance, the nearest neighboring distance in the BCC unit cell will be equal to half of the body diagonal length. The body diagonal length will be root 3a, half of the root 3a. Okay. From here what will be the distance? Nearest distance will be given 361.9 picometer will be given, equal to root 3 into a by 2. From here we can find the edge length of the BCC unit cell, which is equal to 4.225 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. So we have to convert the picometer into centimeter. 1 picometer will be equal to 10 to the power minus 10 centimeters. Yes or no? From here I am taking the A cube, that is the volume of the unit cell, which is nothing but 75.421 into 10 raised to minus 24 centimeter cube. From here what will be the density formula? Z into m, that is the molar mass, divided by Avogadro constant into volume of the unit cell. Okay. From here density value equal to 2 into what is the molar mass of a sodium? 23. Do you know atomic mass of sodium? 23. Okay. Divided by Avogadro constant, that will be 6 into 10 raised to 23 into what will be the AQ value here? 75.421 into 10 raised to minus 24. After simplification you will get the density of a sodium which is crystallized in BCC will be 1.012 gram per cubic centimeter. Next question number 42. An element crystallizes in BCC structure. When an element crystallizes in the BCC structure, just now I explained the Z value will be 2. Okay. And what will be the edge length of a unit cell? Small a value given as a 288 picometers. 288 picometers I am converting into centimeters. Okay. I am converting into, it is given in the picometers 288. So I am converting it into what? Centimeters. So 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter. So 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. So cubing on both sides. So you will get the A cube value 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter whole cube. Now in this question, density is also given, which is equal to 7.2 gram per centimeter cube. And what will be the unknown value? Molar mass of the element. So density D is equal to Z into M divided by Avogadro constant into volume of the unit cell. Here, except molar mass, all the values we know. By replacing all the values, you will get the molar mass of the element will be 52 gram per mole. 52 gram per mole. Okay. Question number here 43. In this question number 43, a metal crystallizes into two cubic phases, face centered cubic phase as well as the body centered cubic phase, whose edge length will be 3.5. So for FCC, edge length, let's suppose A1, that will be 3.5 angstroms. For BCC, same element, if it is crystallized in BCC, the edge length will be 3.0 angstrom. Okay. Now for FCC, what will be the Z value? 4. For BCC, the Z value will be 2. Find the ratio of the density. Yes, density formula D is equal to Z into molar mass divided by Avogadro number multiplied by the volume of the unit cell, that is the edge length whole cube. Now do you know here density directly proportional to Z and inversely proportional to A cube. For the same crystal, for the same elements, that means molar mass will be same and Avogadro number will be also constant. So that's why I am directly writing d1 by d2 will be equal to z1 upon z2 into a2 cube upon a1 cube. Yes or no? So this is the formula to calculate the ratio of the densities. Okay. Now here z1 value 4, z2 value 2, a2 value will be 3 angstrom and a1 value will be 3.5 angstrom. Okay, whole cube. So finally the densities ratio will be equal to 1.26. And next question, that will be the question number here 44. Aluminium atomic mass 27 crystallizes in a cubic unit cell with edge length 100 picometer and density 180 gram per centimeter cube. Then the type of the unit cell. That means we have to find the Z value. Suppose if the Z value will be 1, that will be simple cubic crystal. If the Z value will be 2, that will be the BCC unit cell. If the Z value will be 4, that will be the face centered cubic crystal. If the Z value will be 6, that will be the hexagonal close packing. Okay. Now here density D is equal to Z into M divided by Avogadro constant into volume of the unit cell. Okay. Now here what is the density value given? That will be 180 gram per centimeter cube. Z value to be calculated. What will be the molar mass of aluminum element? 27. Avogadro constant 6 into 10 raised to 23 into what will be the edge length value given here? The edge length value here given A will be equal to 100 picometer, 1 angstrom 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. Okay. The A cube value will be 10 raised to minus 24 centimeter cube. Okay. From here we can calculate the number of atoms per unit cell of aluminum crystal, which is equal to 4. So from the information Z value 4, what will be the unit cell type of unit cell of aluminum? That will be the face centered cubic. Okay. Now question number 45. In the question number 45, the picnometric density of NaCl crystal is given 2.2. The density corresponding to picnometric experiment, which is equal to 2.165 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube. And while the density calculated with the help of X-ray diffraction study, the density value given 2.178 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube. The question is, then the fraction of the unoccupied sites in the NaCl. How much of space not occupied? How much of the space not occupied? So the question here you see, first of all, fraction of sites occupied, fraction of sites occupied will be equal to density of picnometric divided by density according to X-ray diffraction study. Okay, now the question is, fraction of unoccupied sites will be equal to total 1 minus minus occupied sites will be density picnometric divided by density X-ray. Are you getting my pen? So from here we can find the fraction of unoccupied, that will be density of X-rays study minus density of picnometric divided by density of X-ray. Okay, now here 2.178 X-ray density according to X-ray, 2.178 into 10 to the power 3 minus of according to picnometric study 2.165 into 1000 whole divided by density according to X-ray, that will be 2.178 into 10 to the power 3. Okay, so unoccupied percentage sites will be 0.005968. This is the fraction of unoccupied sites in the sodium chloride. Okay, now there is one more small topic is there, calculation of the total number of cubic unit cells. Calculation of the total number of the cubic unit cells. Okay, and also total number of atoms present in the given mass of the metal. This is very important question. Calculate the total number of cubic unit cells, otherwise calculate the total number of atoms present in the given mass of the metal. Okay, how to calculate? Let's suppose consider the metal W grams, and the density of a metal will be D gram per centimeter cube, and edge length of a unit cell will be A. So what will be the volume of a unit cell will be A cube. Now what I am trying to calculating here, volume of a W grams of a metal. So we know density is equal to mass upon volume. So volume will be equal to mass upon density. So mass corresponding to W gram, with the W grams of a mass, how much of density D? So W by D nothing but the volume of the W grams of a metal. Okay, how to calculate the number of unit cells in the W grams of a metal? So total volume divided by volume of the unit cell. So total volume divided by the volume of a unit cell, you will get the number of unit cells. Okay, so what will be the total volume here? What will be the total volume here? W grams of a metal, W by D. And what will be the volume of a unit cell? We know volume of a unit cell with the help of the edge length A cube. Okay, so this will be the number of unit cell present in the W grams of the metal. And one more important thing, let's suppose number of atoms present in the one unit cell, let's suppose Z. So how many atoms will be present in the W by D whole divided by A cube unit cell? That will be Z into W by D whole divided by A cube. Are you getting my point? So this is very important. First of all, what we have to find? We have to find the number of unit cells. How to find the number of unit cells? We have to find the total volume of the given weight of the metal, that will be the W by D, and divided by the volume of the unit cell. So we will get the number of unit cells. In one unit cell, suppose Z atoms will be present. So this much of unit cell containing how many number of atoms will be multiple of Z. Number of unit cells multiple of Z. Are you getting my point? So there are one or two questions regarding the number of unit cells and number of atoms present in the given mass of the metal. Okay. Now an element occupy in BCC unit cell. Question number here 46. An atom occupying the BCC structure with edge length will be 288 picometer. What will be the edge length here? 288 picometer. So shall I write 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Okay. The density of a metal is given as a 7.2 gram per centimeter cube. How many atoms does 208 grams of a element will possess. Now what is the weight of a metal is given? 208 grams. Okay. Now just now I told you we have to calculate the how many number of atoms. Okay. And one more important thing, what will be the Z value here? For BCC unit cell, Z value will be 2. So what will be the formula to calculate the number of atoms? Number of atoms will be equal to Z into total volume that corresponding to 208 grams of the element divided by volume of the unit cell. So what will be the total volume of W grams of a element? W by D whole divided by what will be the volume of a unit cell? That will be A cube. So what will be the here Z value? 2. What is the weight of a metal is given? 208. And what will be the density of a unit cell is given? 7.2 whole divided by what will be the volume of the unit cell. So the unit cell edge length is given 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. So we have to take the AQ value, which is the volume of the unit cell. After simplification, you will get the 2.418 into 10 raised to 24 atoms. 2.418 into 10 to the power 24 atoms. Okay. Now the question number 47. In the question number 47, what will be the number of atoms in the 100 grams of a FCC unit cell? So the weight of a element is given 100 grams, and for FCC unit cell the Z value will be 4. And what about the edge length value? Edge length value 100 picometer, nothing but 1 angstrom, nothing but 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Okay. And what is the density is given here? 10 gram per cubic centimeter. So how to find the number of atoms? Again, I am writing the formula to calculate the number of atoms. Z into volume of the element which containing the given weight, that will be the 100 grams. So weight upon density, you will get the volume of the unit cell containing the 100 grams by total volume of the unit cell, that is the A cube. So how many atoms will be present here? 4 into weight of the element will be 100 divided by what will be the density value here? 10 into 1 by what is the volume of the unit cell? That will be 10 to the power minus 8 whole cube. So finally the total number of atoms will be 4 into 10 raised to 25 atoms. 4 into 10 raised to 25 atoms. Yes or no? Question number 48. An element crystallizes in a structure having the FCC unit cell. For FCC unit cell, what will be the number of atoms per unit cell? That will be equal to 4. Edge length value given as a 200 picometer, nothing but 2 angstroms, nothing but 2 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. And what will be the density given? We have to find the density. Okay, we have to find the density. So density to be the question mark. And what is the weight of the element is given here? 200 grams. Okay, and how many atoms will be present? That will be number of atoms. That will be number of atoms. How many present here? That will be 24 into 10 raised to 23. So just now I told you directly to calculate the number of atoms, which is equal to Z into weight of the element divided by density whole divided by volume of the unit cell. Volume of the unit cell. Yes or no? With the help of this expression, we can find the total, we can find the density. How much of here from here, how many number of atoms will be present here? 24 into 10 raised to 23. What is the Z value? 4. What is the mass of the element is given? 200 whole divided by density to be calculated. What will be the edge length? 2 into 10 raised to minus 8. So volume will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 8 whole cube. From here we can find the density, which is equal to 41.66 gram per centimeter cube. Okay.
That shit.